Hey guys, welcome to what was going to be a Samurai Jack reaction episode 4. Ended up being, obviously, a season 3 premiere reaction to Rick and Morty. Now, one thing before I want to start.
Well, like the fifth season premiere of season three, Rick and Morty.
Yes, but the Dragon Ball Super is also being skipped. There are people that want to see Dragon Ball Super as much as people want to see Samurai Jack. People are losing their minds to this right now. Um, this is a brilliant thing. I have not seen anything on this level from I think any TV network, at least that I can think of immediately. This is awesome. What was your reaction the moment that you saw this just turn on?
My immediate thought was wondering why didn't they switch to Toonami? Because
That's a good point.
because I was dozing off and I was staying up just for Samurai Jack, and I was already hyped for Rick and Morty because someone was streaming it on Facebook, and like I was just like kind of happy that they're playing it like nonstop, but at the same time, I really wanted to see Samurai Jack after that episode that we just got that cliffhanger. So we gotta wait another week for the cliffhanger. But I really enjoyed the premiere. I know, like, but at the same time, I feel like this is only fair because we've been harassing Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon for season three
For
for
a
almost
while.
2 years now. So I feel like it's like they want to give us their money's worth.
Yeah, no. It's funny. I mean, it's obvious that like everyone's been wondering when is this thing gonna premiere. We got Rickrolled actually back. I think it was February, if I'm not mistaken. And so for them to premiere it in this way is one of the most, I think, brilliant things and presentations you could have done. I'm still just in shock. I want to talk about the premiere as a whole, but I can't really because I'm just in shock because my entire mindset was focused on okay, let me focus on season episode 4, what's going to happen to Samurai Jack, what's happening here, and all that. And so that just derailed me. But it's the same just kick-ass sci-fi funny shit, dude.
I'm going to take a shit.
That victory speech was fucking hilarious. That victory speech, I was like, that was.
The chicken McNuggets, Morty. I want to see the fucking guy.
Oh my god, yeah. But yeah, we've been waiting for it for so long, and there was no thought that this would just arrive on Adult Swim at a time when, again, Toonami didn't get switched over, and so like it's like, oh, that would be the only sign. Other than that, though, there was nothing really to give us an idea that this wasn't going to be out of the ordinary in terms of a day. One thing I do want to say though is, and I'm not much of a product placement dude, but that Carl's Jr. ad was perfect. I think that was like one of the coolest ads. That's like a Super Bowl ad. I'm just saying.
I do feel like it dragged on a little too long because it's been the same commercial playing, the same two commercials playing as the same time of the premiere of the season three.
Wait, so if I'm mistaken, wait, was this happening all throughout Adult Swim already?
Yes.
Okay. See, I didn't know that. I just tuned in at 11 o'clock. I was on YouTube watching, the usual cat videos and stuff like
Porn.
that. Porn, yes. How do you know me so well? But no, I just think that it's so. I don't know. That this is just the greatest like feat that a network has done. Now, if the intelligence of Adult Swim can move over to Cartoon Network, that would be good. Maybe on a random day you just like play all the cartoons and not just four. But anyway, anyway, I mean,
But let's actually talk about the episode itself.
right? Because it got into things that obviously this series. I think if you look at it from the surface level, it's not as deep as you would expect, but obviously it is, right? Like in this episode, they bring up the fact that Rick has screwed and messed up the family a number of times, and it's like those are things that he has done over the years and in the past. They get into that at times, and it's actually a really good episode just to get back into it, you know.
It kind of made me feel bad that Morty is starting to lose his trust in Rick. That he's starting to feel as though Rick truly doesn't care after all of that build up from the past 2 seasons. Like all of the build up that Rick and Morty went through, all of the bonding that they went through, and the fact that him and Rick had that private conversation about how he's like turning himself in and how he'll never forgive him for that. It's really sad to see that Morty is starting to lose his trust, but at the same time, it's totally understandable because Rick is like sometimes it does feel like Rick is only out for himself, but at the same time, it's just that his motives are very questionable.
Exactly. That's just one of the many things that was in this episode. But that was pretty much the greatest thing that you saw just throughout. Morty just not defending Rick anymore. He's like vehemently. There were points where he was vehemently angry and pissed at what Rick had been doing to the family. You know.
Also, I feel like I'm gonna piss off a lot of your fans.
I'm
glad that Jerry and Beth got a divorce.
Why would that? They didn't even expect Rick and Morty to be on Samurai Jack. I don't know how you did that. Anyway,
it's because a lot of people it's because I'm pretty sure a lot of your fans are your subscribers are Rick and Morty fans, but it's the matter of a lot of people wanted Jerry and Beth's relationship to stay and to stick, but it's pretty apparent that like it wasn't gonna work out, and that's why I'm so glad that Jerry and Beth didn't work out, because Jerry was only in it for himself, and he's selfish, and he's pretty much been an idiot since season 1. So it's just like it clearly wasn't working out.
Exactly. I think of all the characters, he's the one that just hasn't developed much at all. Anyway, if I'm not mistaken, I follow Rick and Morty a lot. I follow Rick and Morty now and then. But he's one of the characters that doesn't seem to that doesn't get any, if not much at all, of it. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah. I had a random sneeze. Now I'm sniffling. For God's sakes. Let's see.
Want to look through some of the comments?
One of the quotes I loved is, the sister's like, if you line up the flies just right, maybe it'll open up some. And like at the end of the episode, he just does it, like just nonchalantly, this is how you do it. Puts the garage back in order. It's just,
yeah, I do like that because like it shows that Summer is starting to know how Rick works, like his thought processes and like how he secretly hides stuff. But at the same time, Morty is just like, he's so done and he's so far gone with Rick's bullshit that he's just like, Summer, you're acting crazy. Let's just go to bed and act like none of this happened.
Yep.
But like, it really sucks to see that Morty's had like basically conformed to what society has thrown at him, rather than stand up and try to fight like Rick would.
Exactly, but I mean, he wouldn't, because of course Rick has thrown him as well. You know.
Yeah.
Now another quote that I thought was just funny. I don't know. I laughed when I heard this. I don't know if you did or not. It was just like direct, like, oh, how is it? Because like, of course, in this, he's Morty and is in a courtroom, and he's like, how is this even a fair trial? The lawyer is a Morty. I don't know. I found that one just like really funny. So I guess it didn't connect with you as well.
You know what my favorite quote was?
What was your favorite quote?
I'm gonna go take a shit.
That was
Well, like, I thought it was really.
I love these characters, man.
That,
what's up?
Like in the beginning where Rick was showing the alien his quote unquote origin story, I really liked it because to new fans of Rick and Morty and people who've seen it for the first time, they're probably just as shocked as the alien was that Rick was smart enough to create his own like fake story and finesse the fuck out of that prison.
Yeah. That was really cool. Yeah. Then like just as he just completely turned the whole story. I think he just the way that he turned the whole story around and turned the entire situation on its head was like, oh man, that was cool. That was cool.
But at the same time, it was really fucking cool to see his wife.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Even me personally, I wasn't prepared for that.
No. I mean, no, just, I'm curious here. Have we seen his wife? I don't.
We have never seen his wife.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't remember it. I don't. Yeah, so this was just like an out of the blue, like, oh shit, man. Oh.
And like for the people that have been OG fans since like the first season, it's making you wonder like what really did happen. Why did Rick leave?
Right.
And what was the true reason that his wife and Beth had split up? And where is Diane, who is Rick's wife?
Yeah. No, this thing opened up a number of questions, and I mean that's a good thing. You know, you need to keep the series. You need to keep questions going. You need to keep us interested, and that's definitely a way to say, what the fuck is that? Like, you know, you're like, what was that? And that's, you know, going to definitely keep persisting, hopefully, throughout the next couple seasons.
Feast of Fiction, Rosanna Pansino, if you're watching, please recreate that sauce, that chicken McNugget sauce. Like, please.
Oh my god.
Because, like, Rick is obsessing over the shit, so I gotta know what's so goddamn good about it.
Alrighty, let's, I'm pretty much wrapped up out of things to talk about here. I'm still in reactionary mode to this whole night. I'm just blown out of the fact that we've gotten Rick and Morty and not.
Because I remember I called you and like, because like we were already like into some goofs and gaffs, H3, into some like basically into some jokes because everyone was always making fun of like, oh, like Adult Swim, because Adult Swim and Cartoon Network always got something planned. Same thing with YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Even Pornhub got us this year. But
what did they do exactly? I'm serious. What did they do?
What Pornhub did?
Oh yeah, they said they shared the video. Yeah. You know how I know that? Because I looked at porn. But no. No.
We can look at some of these comments.
Let's check out the comments section. Let's see. Would it be cool to Big Bang Theory Bro 333? Would it be cool to see a Zoolander animated series? I think they could take the wackiness of the characters and then the fashion as well and make it really stupid. I don't think it'll ever happen, but I'd love to see something like that because God, that just sounds so stupid on Adult Swim particularly. Well, it wouldn't work obviously on Cartoon Network because I mean that's sort of an adult.
Garrett Miller Animation says, "Hey, I sent a Facebook massage, please."
Garrett, were you the guy that sent me the Gmail about the are you talking about the Facebook message or the Gmail? Because the Gmail, I checked it out.
No, it's not a Facebook message. It's a Facebook massage.
Cool. I'll get back to that.
I don't think you get the joke.
I do get it because it's massage. I'm not stupid. Anyway, let's see here. Looking for some comments.
Black Gaming PhD. I fuck with you because you also think Jerry's annoying.
Don't we all? Millerama TV says, I'm fucking mad as hell. I was too for a moment, then I realized it's Rick and Morty, so I have more than enough happiness.
It's Adult Swim, Rick and Morty, and April Fools. Like, those three combinations, like, you can't get mad at that.
Exactly. Let's see.
Chicken McNuggets Szechuan sauce. My man, Mark Jingchard II. I'm sorry I butchered your last name.
Max Baker, why was there no Samurai Jack tonight? Because it's April Fool's. The funny thing is, I think this is going to be a cool breather anyway. Like it's not mid-season, but it's a nice like breather between well, we had 3 episodes getting back into Samurai Jack, and then this in the middle, and then you're going to come back next week already in charge for another episode. So this is just going to be a great, great thing. I don't think this will hurt anything in the long run. I think I'm just, I'm happy with what we got.
Killer Doom says what's going on with Adult Swim. Basically, Adult Swim pulled an April Fool's prank on us where they not only premiered Rick and Morty Season 3, but they're looping it the entire night.
Yep, all the way until 12, I think.
Toonami isn't happening tonight until like 12 o'clock. So
you Dragon Ball super fans. Sorry to tell you. Zwixel Films, where is it streaming? It was streaming somewhere on Facebook. I don't know where.
It's streaming until 12 on Facebook, so you got like 10 minutes. Eastern Standard Time.
Make the most of it. Garrett Miller Animation. Oh, sorry. I mean, I sent you a Facebook page. I sent you a Facebook probably message and email. No problem, dude. I'll check it out after this live stream. There's always a solution. Shoots himself, says Comrade Carl. No, don't do that. Come on, it's Rick and Morty. What? No.
Electro Gamer 64 said, to be fair, the Moonlight remake is coming out next year, so relaunching the sauce would be a good marketing.
that comment right there, that deserves an award.
What the fuck, Samurai Jack deserves more respect. Rick and Morty.
I'm sorry. It is a April Fool's joke. I don't know. There have been worse April Fool's jokes. This was a really premium, like, never expected in a million years this would ever happen. Me as a kid would not expect this. Me as an adult would not expect this. I am impressed and I am happy that this happened to me. I got rickrolled by Rick and Morty. I'm glad about that.
You didn't get Rick. You got. Never mind. That joke doesn't make sense.
Because I rickrolled because Rick and Morty, because he's playing over and over and over again because it's Rick rolling. So, yeah, it's using the word Rick to pun. Did you see what Cartoon Network did today? I did not see. Can you comment and tell me what it is? Because
basically what Cartoon Network did today.
Did they kill Teen Titans Go?
I got a good laugh out of this one.
What is it?
They took every single show that was airing. Props to the motion tracker for this one.
And turned it into Teen Titans Go?
No. Oh. They put googly eyes on all of the main characters of every show that was shown today.
That's as elementary as I would expect. That's cool. That's cool.
It was. I got a chuckle out of it because, like, it took the seriousness of certain scenes away.
Right. That someone dies. Fucking googly eyes. Steven Universe. They should have just premiered all the new episodes of Steven Universe on this one day, so that all the serious tone stuff would just happen, and like it wouldn't even matter at all. Just yeah.
I can't. That was stuck in my head. The scene when Garnet the scene when Garnet goes into the gets hit by Jasper and gets pooped. Now,
oh my God,
googly eyes is stuck in my head. Thanks, Jesus. Brian.
Oh
Thank you.
God. New comment. Heth Car. I'm sorry. I'm spelling. I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Heath Carnigan. Out of all the Adult Swim pranks, where does this rank among you guys? Number one. Just number one. There was that prank.
I don't recall Adult Swim doing too many.
Well, there was that one Adult Swim prank where Boston thought it was a bomb threat, and that fucked everything up. Remember that?
That wasn't Adult Swim. That was just some fans of Aqua Teen.
Oh, okay. Well.
And I think he's talking about April Fool's joke. Like, I don't recall Adult Swim doing any other April Fool's jokes.
I think they did probably minor April Fool's jokes because we can't remember them. But if they did, I mean, this is top of the world right here. Let's see. You probably shouldn't put your phone number out there.
Yeah, Garrett, don't put your phone number out.
You're gonna get that. I get what you're doing. We will talk on Gmail, but you probably shouldn't put your phone number out there. As a comrade here.
Please, dude, that's not safe.
Yes. Let's see. I didn't block him. I just removed the comment because he's cool. I'm not gonna remove the. Let's see.
Yeah, Garrett, it's nothing against you. We don't hate you. We're just concerned for your safety.
Let's spam McDonald's Twitter to re-release the song. Oh my god.
Please.
Oh my god.
Please, Brian, you have a fan base right now.
Yes.
So, please, I'm gonna do it for you if you don't. Please spam McDonald's Twitter to re-release the sauce.
They need to.
Hashtag
release the sauce
until season 9.
Yes. Let's see.
When is Infinity Train going to get green light?
Where Nick Garon sent that comment. Probably think about how long it took OKKO to do it. So OKKO, what's up?
I got a perfect answer to this question.
Okay.
The Infinity Train will get greenlit as soon as the Mulan Miss Haishorn sauce.
Oh my god.
So, I'm just saying, y'all gotta
get on McDonald's.
McDonald's Twitter.
Get on McDonald's.
That sauce, and when they re-release that sauce, that's when you get Infinity Train.
Yep. It won't be Infinity Train. It'll be Xfinity Train. Let's see where. Much worse spinoff, by the way. Why'd you laugh at that joke? That was bad.
I like that joke.
Let's see. Where the fuck is Samurai Jack? It is next week. Yes, it got beautifully pranked in one of the best things I've seen on television. How many seasons will Rick and Morty have? It'll have infinity seasons.
It depends on how long that sauce comes out.
That's exactly. That's incredibly viable.
That's what Rick said. He'll wait until 9 more seasons to get that sauce.
Toonami should just come already. I want to watch Tokyo Ghoul says Killer Doom. Well, that's too bad. You know why? Because Rick and Morty's on until 12 a.m. That's.
It's worth it though.
It is worth
it.
Let's see. I don't give a fuck about Dragon Ball Super gay. I mean, look, Dominic Gunner. People like Dragon Ball Super. I need to actually get into some of the episodes of Z. I want to get into that. So to each his own. Couple more, then we'll head out after this. This is a fun night.
Is he still
Any more questions? No. Any more questions? Out of all the... Okay, saw that one. What are your thoughts on the shitty Ben 10? Oh, God, I have a nice review coming up. It's going to be probably 10 minutes long. I am picking apart at that. I am not at all.
Brian, is it okay if I can ask a question for your audience?
Go ahead, but again, remember, there's a delay. That's why they probably are going to ask questions, but it won't, read in until the next 30 seconds. What's the...
I know me and you discussed this idea, and but at the same time, I know that your audience is pretty young. But do any of you remember Class of 3000? And if so, would you like me and Brian to do a review on it?
Comrade Carl says never going to give you up. That is a perfect example of Class of 3000. No, there's a 30-second delay. But I mean, yeah, that's something that I'm definitely interested in doing. I want to do something like this when we talk about Class of 3000. We might actually do a cartoon chat live on it, to be honest, and just go from there. Class of 3000, that's just such a cool series that I think is forgotten by a lot of people, and a lot of people just don't know about it.
I'm low-key, high-key thinking of remixing every song from the entire first season.
Oh my god. Oh, Heath, what is the Nick prank? I need to know. I know that, again, 30-second delay. Please tell me what the Nick prank was, because no one watched that channel. I mean, people do, but I didn't. Austin, did you at all?
I didn't watch Nick at all today.
That's because you have a life, dude. I'm joking. That's rude.
I got my laugh out of Cartoon Network, watched the Hey Arnold April Fool's special, worked on music, and didn't play GTA San Andreas. That's all I had to do.
That is a day.
Damn train.
That is a day right there. People are saying yes. I'm guessing that's the delay being over. They're saying yes, so they'd like to see it. Well, we can definitely do it on a certain day. That's no problem. Obviously, if we want to do Cartoon Chat Live, that won't be for another couple weeks because I have a couple of the recordings already up. The next one will go out Sunday. The ones that we did earlier this week, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Please pick me for me to do a live chat on tomorrow. No. We've already done the Cartoon Chat episode for this week. We've done it. It's going to. I remember. Yes. So Garrett Miller Animation. I will talk to you on Gmail. Don't worry.
Like I don't mean to speak for
Brian. What's
but,
up?
Like I don't mean to speak for Brian Garrett, but just calm down. Like I've been in your situation before. I know what it's like to get a little spammy with someone who promised a deal. I almost lost a lot of interviews on the AJETT Conversation because of that. So please just be patient.
By the way, AJETT Conversation is on Austin's channel. Make sure you check it out. It's a really good back and forth discussion with some really cool people. So if you are interested, guys, subscribe. But Black Gaming Logic PhD. Remember El Tigre? Hell yeah, I do. I did a video on it. It's 10 years old this year. I am hyped to rewatch it over and over. Every time I do rewatch it, it just brings me back to nostalgia land, and it's just another awesome action series. I think people have forgotten about it, just like Class 3000, but I think that it's a really good series. Or just fun overall. So Heath tells me they rotated all their indents and put April Fool's Day under them. That's fucking pathetic. Let's see. And the Splat aired April Fool's episodes. That's actually really good. That was a smart thing to do. Everything else, though, about rotating the indents is so stupid.
I like Brad Call's comment. I once ordered a soda with a couple of ice cubes, and they just gave me one. Nice reference. I like you.
What did you do to my drink?
You what?
Well, that is a pretty good joke. Cartoon Network and Adult Swim, they did do a pretty good job. All right, we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. I am like, what are your thoughts on Mr. Pickles? Mr. Pickles.
Fuck that show.
Mr. Pickles. Can you remind me what is Mr. Pickles? It's not. It's blanking on me. It's 12 a.m.
It's about that Satan dog that goes around killing people.
Oh, on Adult Swim, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's trash. All right, guys, we're going to wrap up this episode reaction. It's not even an episode, it's just a reaction. This was fun. I had a fun conversation with you guys in the comments, as always. Thanks for watching. And, of course, tomorrow, like I said, I'll do a quarter one report about everything that happened on the channel and all the stuff that's going to be happening in the future. If you want another sort of back and forth comment section thing like this, make sure to stay tuned tomorrow. And Cartoon Chat going up tomorrow as well. So, Austin, thank you for joining me once again. Find him on...
Anytime.
Yep, find him on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, SoundCloud, particularly SoundCloud and YouTube, and Tumblr.
I still haven't used my Tumblr in years.
And obviously, you can find him on Grindr and Uber.
No.
All right, we're heading out, guys. Thanks for watching.
Eat some chicken grease.